Thank you again for joining us here at the bMobile Route Show. As always, my name is Jerry, and I'm joined by my associate Jeremy. And today is going to be video 3 of a 3-part series where we've discussed our bPaid feature. Video 1, we focused on bPaid and taking payments over an online portal for existing customers. Video 2 was focused on taking payments out in the field on a handheld device. And today, part 3 of the video series is going to be focused on taking credit card payments at the desktop or at the office admin level. And a couple of questions that are most common from our customers is, number 1, can we take payments at the desktop level via a credit card or maybe an ACH type transaction? Can that card or account be stored for future use? And how are those cards maintained overall at the desktop or at the office level of bMobile Route software? So Jeremy, let's jump right into it. Can you record a payment at the desktop level using a credit card or an ACH account?
Yeah, great question, Jerry. I love the questions coming from our customers. So let's jump into bMobile. And there's a few different ways to enter a payment. I'm going to enter it by opening up the customer account that I want to work on. And let's say they call in and say they want to make a payment. You can review their open balance of invoices that are on file along with the open payments. And you can say up at the top, say create a payment. When you create a payment, you fill in a few different pieces of information like the rep, the route that it might be on. The number, if you leave blank, will automatically sequence up, and you say they're paying either by card or by ACH. Those are the 2 electronic types of payments we take. So let's say it's by card, they're making a $10 payment on account. I'm going to apply that to, so make sure that only $10 is applying to that $320 invoice. I hit save, and then it would take me to the bPaid processing portion of the puzzle. So since I don't have a card on file for future use already, it's asking me to fill in the card number. So I'll fill in the name. Fill in an address, a card number. We get to play around with the test card numbers. The zip code. Now, once you're done filling that out, you can instantly save this for future use. So in this case, it'll charge the card for the $10. It'll automatically save that card to the vault for future use, and then we can maintain it after that. So that's kind of answering a few of your questions in one process. I'm going to hit process. It's going to go out via the web, charge the card, get authorization, come back, and now that payment is part of our history. Payments and invoices are part of the same history tab. I just refresh the screen. There's our payment there for $10. I could edit that payment, and I'll see that there's a Visa and the reference number and the authorization code that came through from Cayenne. If it would have failed at some point because the expiration date didn't match or the zip code didn't match or the card declined, you would get it would stay on the payment screen and it would give you the decline message and tell you what was wrong. And then obviously you'd have to either try another card or keep going until you get authorization as that goes through. So does that answer your question on charging on the desktop as well as saving for future use?
It does, and one just clarification, because it always comes up on the question number 2, can it be stored for future use? People are always concerned with that being PCI compliant and being encrypted.
Yeah, great question. Yep. So we are fully PCI compliant, working with Cayenne TSYS and their gateway. So when one of the main portions of PCI compliance is not storing anything about the card in the database, or something as simple as writing down a card on a piece of paper and keeping it in a file cabinet. That would be against the rule. So when we onboard a card, you can see that I have a card on file, and if I click the card on file button, it shows me I could have multiple cards and multiple ACH accounts on file to utilize in the future. But notice we're only storing the last 4 digits of the card number. And from a backend perspective in the database, we're storing an encrypted token or kind of a key per se. That is what we feed up to Cayenne TSYS through their encryption key and tokenization process. And they hold all that card information on their servers, and that's when it's used to make that charge come through and authorize. So plenty of, I think we hit it on session 1, plenty of information on TSYS Cayenne's website in regards to PCI compliance and security. And then from a standpoint of different cards on file, we can have, I don't think there's a limit. I've never actually heard the limit, but I do not believe there's a limit on the number of cards that can be stored on file and utilized for future use.
So this screen here that we're looking at, is this connected to how we would maintain a card or an account on file?
Yeah, so the card that we just put in was this 1111. So let's say the expiration date changed. It's the same card number, but the expiration date changed. I would come in to verify, and it would either say it's verified or not verified. If I needed to enter a new one, I just add new card from here and get the current information from the customer to add a new card. And I can make it as a default payment and give it a nickname in this session as well. But I can maintain, delete, and make default these types of payments so that it comes in as their norm. So if a customer calls up and says, I lost card number 111, let's delete that. Let's add a new card or a new ACH account to replace what it is we're going to use for future payments.
Excellent. And for just maybe a few of our viewers that haven't watched video 1, what would be the benefits of using an ACH account for transactions?
Yeah, absolutely. There's really one major difference, and that's the fee structure that goes behind using ACH versus credit card. Credit cards are typically a transaction fee, like a 10 cents per transaction or 19 cents per transaction, plus a percentage of the gross sale. So it's $10, it's going to be 3%, so it's going to be 30 cents plus 19 cents, giving you that total fee. Versus with an ACH payment, it's $1 per transaction flat fee. So you know what you're paying. Whether it be $10, it's going to be $1, or whether it's $10,000, it'll be $1. So if you have a lot of small invoices, credit cards are maybe better fee structure for you. If you have a lot of large invoices that are being paid, ACH would make more sense for that type of payment structure.
Makes perfect sense. And thank you for that good information. And really sounds like bPaid as a whole, whether you're looking to incorporate an online field, payments at the desktop, or payments on the field on the handheld, is a great solution for all of our customers. So Jeremy, thank you very much for taking the time and showing us that. And hopefully we answered most of your questions. Thank you for watching to our viewers. And if we didn't answer anything, please feel free to enter in a comment there below, and we will get the answers to you. You can always visit us at www.bmobileroute.com, and keep your eyes peeled for our next video series and sessions where we'll focus on inventory control. Until then, have a good day.